Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had an amazing 2021. Right now now it's the 31st of January 2022. So basically, your January is basically over. So I hope you had a good January. Yeah, this is just like a short video of what I learned in 2021. Because I feel like January is just like the year of like reflection and what you want to plan for the rest of the year. So I was just trying to be doing that, just reflecting, planning, journaling some ideas, what goals I want to achieve for this year. So yeah, this is a short video on the lessons I learned in 2021 because it was a good year for me. I'll probably give it maybe like a 7 or 8 out of 10. I did do some things that I did want to do, which was good by God's grace. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Hopefully this year can be even better and I can go and do bigger and better things. But let's get into the video now. So the first lesson that I learned in 2021 was determination. That's what I learned. You know, you can't just give up as soon as an obstacle comes. You got to overcome that obstacle. Otherwise, you're not going to succeed in life, because that's what success is, overcoming your obstacles. Because as humans, inevitably there'll be an obstacle in our way. That's how you react to that obstacle. I tried to apply for a summer job last year. So I was just applying to like multiple different retail companies like Greggs, Currys, Co-op, Tesco, Lidl, Aldi, every single one of them, and I just kept on getting rejected all the time. So I decided, let me go to some like local shops and just hand out my CV. Maybe that would be a better way instead of doing it online. Did that and they still were a bit iffy, so I was kind of like, am I going to get a summer job or not? Because I had to go back to uni in September, so I was like, is this job going to be worthwhile to get or not? I was thinking maybe not. But luckily I did get a job. But luckily Clarks did accept my CV and they allowed me to do an interview as well, and by God's grace I did get that interview as well. So I was happy about it. Like, I could have given up. So I was really annoyed that I kept on getting rejected. Like, I kept getting rejected from like 20 or 30 different companies. I was like, am I actually really going to get jobs? Like, doubting myself, am I going to get this job? But you know, luckily Clarks were nice to me and they gave me an opportunity, which links on to my next point. Seize the opportunities. Once you get an opportunity, are you going to waste it? Are you going to fulfill that opportunity? Because, you know, like, this job offering, getting a job doesn't come around that often, or this job in particular that I wanted. So if I didn't seize the opportunity of getting an interview, like doing well in the interview, I wouldn't have gotten a job in the
Boring.
So once you get something, just go for it regardless, whether you think you're not ready for it. Just go for it, because trust me, like, you're more than ready to do most things. It's just about your mindset and your mentality. You just got to believe in yourself and just try your best, and you'll get there. So that's what I did. You know, once they emailed me about the interview date, I was just hardcore trying to impress them, looking at the ethos, trying to get to know more about the company, Clarks in general, so I can prepare myself for that interview. And God's grace, I did get it, which was good. So I wasn't really stressed anymore of trying to find a summer job. And the third skill that I learned in 2021 is patience. You know, as humans, we can be impatient, which is obviously fine, because the world we live in, we tend to get stuff like instantly, or worst case scenario, we get it the next day from Amazon Prime, which is crazy fast. But yeah, I wanted to get this job like early in the summer, but I kind of got it like in the last 6 weeks of summer, if that makes sense. So I was kind of concerned about how long it was taking for me to get this job, but you know, I was patient. Like, I didn't like give up or anything like that. I was like, eventually I will get a job. Like, there has to be someone out there who will take me. And you know, that did happen. So patience is rewarded. You just got to have that faith and just believe that whatever your heart's desires will come into your life. And the fourth skill that I learned, because in 2021, is learning to enjoy your own company. Because 2021, most people were working at home. We were stuck in our homes most of the time because of COVID. COVID's not as bad right now as it is. We can go outside and do some stuff, but 20 stuck indoors by yourself, so it's good to just enjoy your own company, because you can't always rely on your friends. Your friends aren't always going to be there for you 24/7, like every day of the year. So you just got to learn how to be content with yourself, and you got to be content with yourself. Like, you have to be able to find your own joy, your own happiness from within. You can't just get it from external sources all the time, because then what happens if that thing or that person isn't there? You're going to be sad, and you shouldn't really allow that. You should try to be your own person, have your own identity. So yeah, as long as you're able to enjoy your own company, then you'll be a much happier, enjoyable person in life. And then the last point is just about the skills that I learned from working in a retail job, because it was my first time having like a proper retail job where you had to like go out and help customers, serve customers. So also got to be aware of like the sales, how many sales you're doing, the targets as well. So, and trying to like convince people to buy the products as well, because we at Clarks, on most stores or jobs, they got targets which you got to fulfill at the end of your shift or at the end of the month. And that was a very nice insight for me on how the retail industry works. You got to keep up with it. You can't be slow. You got to be quick with what you're doing, be smart with what you're doing, because like again, in today's age, people aren't really that patient. So you've got to serve them as quickly as possible and professionally as possible as well. So I was working with kids at Clarks, so back to school stuff like little kids' shoes, backpacks, trainers, etc. Those type of stuff. So kids can be an issue to work with sometimes, but you just got to realize that there's little kids. You just got to be patient and just allow them to what they do. Obviously respect them. Just because you're out doesn't mean you can just disrespect kids like that. They're humans at the end of the day. You've got their own feelings and emotions. But yeah, those are the 5 lessons that I learned in 2021. So it's just kind of just I suppose a reflection on how my year went and my lessons and the values that I learned from it. Hopefully this year will be a better year. Well, hopefully, by God's grace, it will be a better year. And I'll be doing bigger and better things. I'll be able to accomplish and do more than I did in 2021. But yeah, thank you very much. If you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate it. If you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video this week. Cheers and God bless.